Hey everyone, welcome back to All Old Rare Coins. Today, we're diving into a little piece of American history that you might have hiding in your own coin jar at home, the 1961 United States 1-cent Liberty coin, otherwise known as the Lincoln penny. It's small, it's iconic, and it has a fascinating story to tell. Let's check it out. First things first, let's talk design. The front, or obverse, of this coin features none other than Abraham Lincoln. His profile was designed by Victor D. Brenner way back in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This is one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history, but if you flip it over, there's a big difference on the back, or the reverse. In 1961, the Lincoln Memorial was on the reverse side, marking a shift from the wheat ears design that was on the coin until 1958. So if your penny has the Lincoln Memorial on it, you know it's from 1959 or later. Let's talk materials. This penny is made of 95% copper, with a 5% blend of tin and zinc. Weighing in at about 3.11 grams, this copper content actually makes it worth more than its face value in today's metal prices. But if you're a collector, there are more exciting things to think about than melting it down for copper, so you might be wondering, how much is this penny actually worth? Well, for the most part, a 1961 penny that's been in circulation will still be worth, you guessed it, 1 cent. These coins were minted in the millions at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, which makes them pretty common. But if you have a high-quality, uncirculated 1961 penny, or even a proof version, the value can start to climb. A high-grade coin, graded as a mint state or MS, especially in grades like MS 65 or above, could be worth anywhere from dollars to about $15,000 or more. And if you find any unusual errors, like double dies or off-center strikes, those could boost its value even more. One detail to watch for is the mint mark. 1961 pennies were made in both Philadelphia, which has no mint mark, and Denver, marked with a small d below the date. While the Philadelphia version is slightly more common, both are relatively easy to find. In terms of numbers, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 753 million pennies in 1961, and Denver churned out around 1.75 billion. So, yeah, there are a lot of these pennies out there. That said, having one in pristine condition still makes it a desirable addition for collectors. If you're interested in collecting coins, even a common penny like this one can be an awesome start. Coin collecting is all about the history behind each piece, and this 1961 penny captures a snapshot of early 60s America. So, next time you're sifting through your loose change, keep an eye out for one of these 1961 Lincoln pennies. Who knows, you might just have a little piece of history, and maybe even a valuable collector's item, in your hands. Now, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting with a closer look at a classic American coin, the 1964 United States 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln cent. Since 1909, the United States Mint has been producing the Lincoln cent. Introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. And while the penny has been through several design changes over the years, the iconic portrait of Lincoln has remained on the obverse, or front, of the coin. The 1964 Lincoln cent showcases the original 1909 design created by Victor David Brenner. If you look closely, you'll notice Lincoln's profile facing right, with the word Liberty on his left and the minting year, 1964, on his right. Above Lincoln's head is the phrase, "In God We Trust," a motto that's appeared on U.S. coins since the Civil War era. Turning over to the reverse side, you'll see the classic wheat ears design. This look was a tribute to American agriculture and symbolized prosperity. It features 2 wheat stalks on either side, with 1 cent in bold letters, and beneath it, the words, United States of America. Now, let's talk a little bit about the composition and specifications of this coin. By 1964, the Lincoln cent was being struck in bronze, which was 95% copper and 5% zinc and tin. The coin weighs 3.11 grams, and it has a diameter of 19 millimeters. Unlike some other coins, the Lincoln cent has a smooth, or plain, edge.in 1964, over 2 billion Lincoln cents were minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, indicated by the absence of a mint mark for Philadelphia coins and a D for those struck in Denver. This large mintage was partly due to high demand for coins in the early 1960s. Because so many were produced, this particular year's coin is not rare in circulated condition. However, well-preserved coins with minimal wear, known as uncirculated or mint-state coins, can still be valuable to collectors. So, what's the value of a 1964 Lincoln cent today? Well, circulated versions are generally worth face value, a single penny. But uncirculated coins, or those in exceptional condition, can be worth more. In mint state, a 1964 Lincoln cent could range from $20,000 to dollars, depending on its condition and the presence of any mint errors and misprints, such as a double die or off-center strike, can also increase the value of a 1964 penny, sometimes significantly. So, it's always a good idea to examine your coins closely, especially under a magnifying glass. Fun fact: the Lincoln cent holds the record as the longest-running coin design in U.S. history. Its enduring popularity speaks volumes about Abraham Lincoln's legacy and the coin's place in American history. Now, we're taking a look at a true piece of American history, the 1976 United States 1-cent Liberty coin, also known as the Lincoln cent. Even though the 1-cent coin didn't receive a special design in 1976, it's a fascinating year in U.S. coinage due to the nation's bicentennial celebration. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin was revolutionary because it was the first U.S. coin to feature an actual historical figure, Abraham Lincoln himself, and since its debut, Lincoln's profile has stayed on the front of the penny. The 1976 penny, like others, features Lincoln's right-facing profile, with the word Liberty on the left and the year 1976 to the right. Above his head, the well-known American motto, "In God We Trust," is displayed. On the reverse side, we see the Lincoln Memorial design, created by Frank Gasparo. This design was introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, and it replaced the original wheat ears design. If you look closely, you can actually see a tiny engraving of Lincoln sitting inside the memorial, a detail that's often overlooked. This reverse side features United States of America at the top, with the denomination 1 cent at the bottom. The phrase "E pluribus unum" is centered above the Lincoln Memorial, translating to "out of many, one." Now, let's talk about the composition of the 1976 penny. From 1962 to 1982, the Lincoln cent was made from a predominantly copper composition, 95% copper and 5% zinc. This 3.11-gram penny has a diameter of 19 millimeters, with a smooth, plain edge. In 1976, there was no mint mark for coins produced in Philadelphia, while the Denver mint coins carry a small D under the date. Together, Philadelphia and Denver minted over 8 billion pennies that year, making the 1976 Lincoln cent very common in circulation. Due to this high mintage, a 1976 penny typically doesn't hold much value beyond face value, unless it's in exceptional condition. So, is the 1976 Lincoln cent worth more than a penny? In circulated condition, it generally holds a value of just 1 cent. However, uncirculated or mint state examples, as well as coins with certain errors, can bring a premium for collectors. A 1976 penny in mint state condition might fetch between $25,000 and $40,000, depending on its grade, while standard 1976 pennies aren't rare. Error coins, like off-center strikes or die cracks, can increase in value. So, always take a close look at any unusual coins you come across, as unique imperfections can turn a simple penny into a collectible. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that the Lincoln cent has been minted every year since 1909? That's over a century of continuous production. And while other coins received special designs in 1976 for the nation's bicentennial, the Lincoln cent kept its timeless design. Thanks for joining us as we explored the story behind the 1976 Lincoln cent. It's a small piece of history that millions of Americans held in their hands during the year of our nation's 200th birthday. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell for more coin content. Let us know in the comments if you've come across any rare coins, and feel free to share what you'd like us to cover next. Until next time, happy collecting.